Welcome to the segment where I review movies, past and present, examining them from a variety of perspectives, including the subjective, psychological, and personal. Informative and occasionally funny, this is LoganLand Rants. Welcome to LoganLand Rants, and today we're talking about Grease, the 1978 musical that everyone's heard of and that I just saw today. But before we get into it, I'd like to let you know if you're watching this early, that means you're a patron. And this should be available on the 20th on a Tuesday for early bird patrons. But it'll be available the Saturday after this Saturday. I'll let you know a date when it premieres. But anyway, Grease. It's a musical from 1978. You know what Grease is. Come on. I'm the weirdo for having not seen it. But Grease is a really effective musical. It's basically about a greaser who has a fling with a girl over the summer, and then they need to become what they need in each other. A little bit of a rom-com-y premise, accented by great musical numbers. It's actually based on a 1971 musical of the same name that I think went to Broadway. But that's not the point. That's just my mini little pitch on Grease. It's 110 minutes of non-stop feel-good musical fun. And if I'm being honest, it took a little while to watch it, you know. I'm not, against musicals or anything necessarily. It just, I knew it was popular, but because it's so popular, you kind of almost don't really want to see it right away, because it's so popular, you're worried you might not like it, kind of. But I was wrong. Grease rules. The songs are wall-to-wall bangers. John Travolta gives a great performance. Honestly, about as good, actually, as Pulp Fiction, but I'll get to that later. It's made by a no-name director named Randall Kleiser, something like that. Yeah, it's Randall Kleiser. And I'm not sure if no-name director is the right word. I'm sure he's made other stuff, but, this was the first thing I've seen, directed by him. And clearly he and his choreographer, whose name escapes me, did a really good job at choreographing the song and dance of the many plentiful musical numbers, which are really well executed and a lot of fun. But, like I said, it's well executed, and John Travolta, as I said earlier, gives a good performance. I mean, he can dance and sing really well. I really hope none of it was auto-tuned, but I don't really think they had the auto-tune technology as advanced as it was back in the day. You can't auto-tune my song in 1978 the way I can auto-tune my podcast today. That's right, you're listening to auto-tune. Just kidding, that won't be auto-tuned. But anyway, Travolta can dance and sing really well. From the very first song he performs in, Summer Lovin', he hooks us in. And he can dance really well, like I said many times. And it's kind of crazy, because I think his Pulp Fiction dance, while iconic, doesn't really do his all-around dancing in Grease justice. It's really good. Then again, the musical numbers themselves are, really, really good. Every song from San Jardine to the final number, and I forget what the final number is called, but I'm sure you guys will know. But also, my personal favorite song is a little bit underrated. It's called Grease Lightning. It's a song about the car, which is weird, because I'm not, a huge car person, I'm not, against cars or anything. I'm a movie guy, you know that. But the Grease Lightning song was, really catchy. So was Summer Lovin', obviously. And Summer Lovin' I actually had a passable knowledge of, because it was performed in an episode of Glee I watched when I was young and oh so stupid, before I knew the cast of Glee was suicidal. I am really sorry for that dark joke, audience, but anyway. Rest in peace. But anyway, Grease Lightning, one of my favorite songs in the movie. It's certainly the catchiest, and I'll probably listen to it a couple times after I hop off and I'm done editing this podcast. But yeah, the general story, like I said, is very rom-com-y, but as a result of any rom-com from 1978, it's a little dated. Like, the tell me more, did she put up a fight moment in Summer 11, a little dated. We obviously had antiquated ideas of sexuality back in the day and what consent looked like. And that itself doesn't necessarily make or break the movie. It's just, like, kind of cringy watching that aspect, but every other aspect is well executed. The way they talk about women in general is a little bit, I guess problematic would be the right word. I don't know. But this isn't a song about women's rights in the 21st century. This is a podcast, about a song. A song fest. But, 1978, not everything's going to age 100%, the best. But it's still really good. Like, I really loved it. Like, I think it's truly, inventive and phenomenal, has some great musical numbers and all the things they could possibly say. Great performance by John Travolta. Well directed, well choreographed, all the above. But that's all I have for you today. It's not really that short. I've had shorter. But feel free to like, pledge, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you next week, well, technically tomorrow, with another video. Bye.